Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is story time. So I've done some card readings and pulls so far today. It is January 13th, 2026. So welcome to my sacred space. I have a little different setup today. The kiddo's home, so I thought I'd change it up. I've been guided to light the white candles for spirit in gratitude and appreciation. So maybe you're guided to light some white candles. I actually lit 2 here. So again, maybe you can relate with the number 2, twin soul connection. We're going to give you a little smudge. Welcome him in. The spirits, earth, air, wind, fire, water, ether. I shouldn't yet that only love and light are welcome in this space. Always the sacred space that I keep. Energetic hygiene significance. So we've got the quartz here, as well as the red rock from Arizona. So that might be relevant, as well as pink quartz here, which is my pendulum, which I just use for confirmation sometimes. So welcome. This is, we're going to make this the video 64 for FreQSpeak of sharing my, excuse me, real raw frequency and energy with you, the beautiful collective. So thank you for playing along, co-creating with me in spirit as I share my daily activities, experiences, my life stories. Again, that is my purpose, one of many, but that is my purpose right now. And that's how I'm working for the universe, for source, as a messenger. So there's a message coming in for you. There's no coincidence. I slipped up on that. 222s, 444, 333, and 555 are very significant as well as for this collective. And again, quartz is significant whether you work with quartz or you're being guided to work with quartz. I was guided to get some more. So this is amethyst and labradorite. So you might be also guided to work and connect with the element of those particular crystals. Crystals are very powerful. They hold a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and they amplify. They're very powerful. They're they're very connective, conducers of energy and frequency. So thank you. I apologize. The word stumbling has been going on all week, so I may use the light language to clear it when I need to. So just bear with me. I have a lot that I've been automatic writing, journaling since last week, just like nonstop. Like I burned through a pen like within days with the amount of writing. So I'm just trying to feel into what I'm called to actually sit down and record and share with the collective, because all the messages that I'm usually receiving or guided to share, it's with you as well. Okay, so we're going to welcome in the earth element, the air element, the fire elements, the wind elements, ether. We're going to welcome in the elemental spirits. So again, you may be in connection with the elemental spirits as well. They are here. So welcome in the codes and the frequencies that you receive outside of the human words. You're also receiving my specific frequency, energy, flavor, and essence for your highest and best good, always through divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, and divine wisdom. Okay, so there is a message here. If I've landed in front of you, there is no coincidence. There's something here for you. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm just going to, I actually just had my spot because like I said, there's been a lot. And then what I thought I had written down all yesterday morning from channeled messages, I thought that's what I was going to share yesterday. And what happened was I ended up sharing something completely different. So please go check those videos out and how the magic of the universe works, and then the why of why it worked out the way it did. I basically, long story short, you can see the video, as I basically ended up having an emergency Reiki session where a fault light entity was attached to my upper back and hooked in. They're parasitic energies feeding off. I've been giving and I've been receiving lots and lots of information of where this was received from, who it was received from, the why behind it, in loud messages, clearly, through different readers, specifically one reader, that their messages that they've recorded, whether it was months ago, is in resonance with this situation, and just continuing to receive. I asked for clarification. I asked for very loud clarification. The last new moon or full moon, I always ask for clarification in all the forms, and sometimes ask for it really loud. So Spirit has been providing. Thank you, Spirit. My team is badass mofos. You don't want to F with my team. And I've been getting loud clarification, so I have so much gratitude from that, because it's like full on, like drop the mic, all the dots are connecting, all the puzzle pieces are fitting, and this makes sense. And this probably wouldn't have made sense to me 6 months ago, for sure. It wouldn't have made sense to me 3 months ago. It may have made sense not fully clicking, but it fully is like online and clicked in. So that's in resonance. So pay your attention to these messages you're receiving. There's no coincidence that I land in front of you, other people land in front of you, other channels land in front of you, other readers, tarot readers, oracle card readers. There's a reason that they're landing in front of you. Your team has got messages, signs, synchronicities, key codes, activations, things in there that are going to unlock and wake you up just a little bit more to the true, the true, okay? So let's see here. And it's even get to the point where I'm writing stuff down, like literally. This happened the last 2 days. I'm going to share this. Spirit wants me to share this. So yesterday, I've always mentioned I feel like my life is just going to be like a supernova. Like I am the supernova. Like I am a supernova. And I've said this for a while. And I literally wrote it down. I am the supernova star. I'm just so expansive and so big and so powerful. And I know that. I finally know that, and I realize that and embody that. And I own it. Anyways. And within a few readings, they actually mentioned supernova. Like, you can't make this shit up. And today I literally wrote down a phrase that I stumbled over yesterday, which I'll repeat, that I heard in a reading last year, and I thought it was hilarious, and I noted it then, and I couldn't find my words for it, but I found my words for it, so I rewrote it in my journal to solidify it, because I thought it was hilarious. Is my spirit team has come here to chew gum and kick ass. And they're fresh out of fucking gum. That my spirit team is gangster. And so I wrote that down. Highly protective of me for all the reasons that have been slowly unfolding for me. And again, that doesn't make me any better. That's just for my purpose and why I'm here. So this might resonate. And so I literally wrote that down, and then I heard it repeated again by the same reader in a different reading, a completely different way, less than 30 minutes after I solidified it in my journal. So my manifestations are on point, because I finally released this particular energy entity, and yesterday was like the final removal. So there's a lot of things that connected to that, and that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. But please go check the video out yesterday on why I was guided and encouraged to do an emergency Reiki center. Reiki healing. Sorry. And so just pay your awareness and attention to the way your spirit team is helping and guiding you and giving you the information that you're asking for and how it unfolds. So go watch that video. Maybe there'll be some information for you. But again, just making all these connections and doing all the things, cutting the cords. It went deeper than just cutting cords, but massively recutting cords, because reattaching was taking place. There's a whole lot, it goes a lot deeper than that. And then there was items that the energy was attached to. So it's also physical items that you need to get rid of, to burn, to cut up, to get rid of, however you get rid of, cleanse and purify it, burn and get rid of it, whatever it is. And then the final step, which this came in threes, the awareness of this came in threes, which again, we always associate that bad things come in threes. And I mentioned this in the other video, why can't good things come in threes? So the other day, and there was confirmation that I was guided, that I'm only getting, not only that I'm getting three gifts, deliveries or whatever, miracles, manifestations, wish fulfillments, but the collective needed to hear that as well, that received that message. But this happened in a stage of 3. Like, boom, boom, boom. And that last thing was yesterday, where this false light entity, guide, attachment was placed 10 years ago. And was hooked in. And that's why I had been having, like, it was the final, like, I think honestly, it was like the final, like, hold on, grab, like, I know how to work with energy and clear and cleanse my energy. I think what happened is, what it triggered was I was trying to unhook it, and I needed assistance through another practitioner, with my team, with their team, with source, all of it. 'Cause it's all a co-creation, collaboration when you're doing energy work. It's not just the person doing the work. It goes beyond the human, the ego's mind of comprehension. It's much bigger when it comes to deep energy work like this. And having this removed. And it's like unplugging, so the dam, again, blocking me from manifestation, blocking me from being able to move forward. That was, everything happens for a reason, and we know this, and I'm 10 minutes in, I'm rambling, but somebody needs to hear just 10 on the timer. The completion. I was getting the completion, everything's complete, done, the cycle's done. So it's like, again, taking that stopper out of the dam that had been blocking it, like severely blocking it, okay? And you've unplugged that, and now everything can flood to you. Everything that has always been yours, all of the manifestations, all of the birthrights, all of the abundance now can come to you. So you remove that stopper, and now it's just, the pressure has built up so much. Now it's like kaboom. All of it is happening, all of it at once. That's going to make sense for somebody. But again, I gave a quick video, 30-minute video. So if you're curious about that, check that out. And I may, now that I've gotten all the pieces now for this particular puzzle, I may do another video separately to now all of the information that I have received from my team in placements, because somebody I think is going to need to hear that particular story as well. So that's for somebody, okay? 111 on the timer. All right, so the reason why I'm sitting how to do this video is, of course, to share that part of it. So thank you for joining me, clicking like, playing, subscribing, co-creating with me, sharing with those that you feel like it, you know, that might be needing to hear this message, but do it in from a place of love, and not a place that you're trying to prove anything to them or convince them of anything. That's not how we play anymore, okay? So let's see here. I literally had this marked, so please just stay with me, okay? Please. Okay, so be so authentically alive. Be so authentically alive. It gives others permission to do the same. So me sitting down and hitting record through the guidance and nudge, or kick in the ass basically, through the Divinely Aligned Collective, being part of that, and then her opening the space for us to create through FreQSpeak of 111 days. This will probably roll, as far as I know, and you know, until my next venture that Source is going to have me rolling out. I'll probably continue to do daily videos, whether it's light language, pulling cards, or having a conversation, because that's what I've been sharing, and it's been fun. So I've been making content all morning and getting it out there and making content. So I have been like so creatively inspired just to hit record and just create. And there's no coincidence. These messages need to get out to those that are ready to receive them, okay? So be so authentic alive, and just create in all of the messy, the magical, and the magnificent way that you are. Most of my videos are in hoodies and sweats and my PJs. You've gotten most of my videos the last few days in my robe, in my PJs. Because I am supposed to rest while I can rest. So that's been also a big message. So maybe that's also a message for you. Rest while you can rest, because you're going to be busy, but busy in the most epic, fun. It's not going to feel like work. The busy work that you're going to be doing is not going to feel like work, okay? So that's been a big message, okay? Because when you're so raw and authentic and messy and all of it, that's how you relate. That's how you connect. That's how you are able to activate people. It's not by convincing them. It's just by being you. By you being authentically you, that's how you connect and make connections. And you, you activate them in the perfect way. And it's not like you're trying to activate them. It's just you being you, okay? And just remember, you are not broken. You are not behind. You are on schedule. All right, so some of you might need to hear this particular part. It says you're not broken, you're not behind, you're on schedule, you're not failing at being human. I have felt like this through my awakening process, I promise you. And once I surrendered to that and just started to accept the power of me, the being proud of the work I've been doing, taking time for self, doing all the self-love care stuff, pouring into my cup so much more tenfold than I've ever been poured into my entire life. So you are not broken. 1414 on the timer. 14s could be significant. My birth date is 10/14. That could be significant. 14s are showing up in my world again, just to know that that's just, yep, gotcha. So you are not broken. You are not behind schedule. You are not failing at being human. You are succeeding. So you are succeeding at being exactly the kind of human that is needed right now. So I'm going to say that again. Please write these down. Please pause, rewind, write them down, solidifying. So you can revisit this. You are succeeding at being exactly the right kind of human that is needed right now, okay? You are sensitive enough to feel everything. You were strong enough to keep going anyways. You were confused enough to keep questioning, which is important. Knowing enough to trust the questions. You are the bridge, you are the translator between old earth and new earth. So I, you, me, we are the bridges. We are the translators between old earth and new earth, okay? All right. Also remember that we are reflections of the planets. We are reflections of the universe. We are reflections of the cosmos. What's happening on the macrocosm is also happening in the microcosm, okay? You always get to choose. So what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose light, joy, happiness, peace, contentment? Or are you going to continue to choose worry, fear, anxiety? Holy crap. Right ear ringing so loud right now, and that doesn't happen. It's usually on my left side. Right eye, massive ringing. Thank you for confirmation on that, Spirit, okay? All right, so stop feeding your power into the false matrix is what I'm guided to say, because we have an organic matrix and we have a false matrix. So quit feeding your power into them, okay? Become something that they cannot consume. That's how you, when you raise your vibration and you change your frequency, your energy from fear-based to love, you stop feeding your power, you stop feeding them with your essence, with your energy, with your frequency. And you do that by becoming something that they can't consume. They can't consume me anymore. They probably can't find me right now. They've tried, but they can't find me anymore, okay? Every time you choose love over fear, you withdraw your energy from the fear-based timelines, the fear-based false matrix, okay? Every time you choose connection over isolation, you strengthen unity consciousness. Every time you choose connection over isolation, you strengthen unity consciousness. Why do you think 2020 had to happen? It was a massive trigger point. It was a massive awakening. Yes, it fucking sucked, but it had to happen for the evolution of our species. Okay? So understand the macro, the higher perspective, the macro perspective of that situation. Every time you choose presence over distraction, you anchor your awakening into the physical reality. I'm going to say that again. Every time you choose presence over distraction, you anchor awakening into this physical reality. Okay? Your choices ripple through the quantum field, like dropping a pebble or a drop of water hits in the oceans and it ripples out. That's what you do. By you choosing you, by you making the changes, by you unplugging from the fear-based narratives and choosing love, that is a ripple effect. By you doing you, however it looks, that is a huge, massive ripple effect, and it ripples through the quantum field, influencing probabilities across the collective consciousness. Your choices ripple through the quantum field, influencing possibility across the collective consciousness. You are much more powerful than you remember. Do you remember who you are? Do you remember who you are? I see you. I know you. I feel you. I am you. Do you remember? It's time to wake up, and it's time to remember now. The time is now. Right now. It's time to wake up. You are much more powerful than you remember. So remember who you are. Remember your power. Stand in it. Authentically. Always. This time in this process is definitely very thrilling, and I know it can be terrifying, so that's part of it. That's part of it. The problem is with it being terrifying and thrilling at the same time, also is why most humans resist this awakening process. They might start to, then they fall back into it like that, okay? So if you accept your power, you accept the responsibility, okay? If you accept your power, you accept the responsibility. You become a sovereign being. That's the whole point, is becoming sovereign. You are sovereign. And sovereignty is the most dangerous thing to the old world. I'm going to say that again. Your sovereignty is the most dangerous thing to the old world, to the old paradigms, to the powers that were. Okay? All right. That was that message. All right. So, let me take a look here. So, you might have old programs and that might try to trigger you. That's okay. Just feel your feels, work through it, and let it go. Don't hang on to it. You might have family members or people, places, or things reject you. Friends might not understand. That's okay. If they're meant to come along, if they were meant to wake up, they will wake up perfectly on their divine timing. You were meant to go ahead. So you need to not worry about them, okay? They will come up when it's time to come up. It's done. You're not trying to convince them. You're done lowering your frequency. So be okay with your family rejecting you. Be okay with your friends not understanding, okay? That's okay. Your mind's going to try to convince you that that's a problem. It's not. It's a delusion. Or excuse me, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. The mind and ego is just an illusion. It's not signs of failure. That means you are doing it right. Okay? It's a sign of success. The old paradigms fight really hard when it's losing, when it's crumbling, and when it's breaking down. So you'll see that if you have not already. I create my own universe. I create my own world. I'm aware, and I send all my light, love, healing energy out into the collective. But I don't pay my attention to the cray-cray and the fucked up shit that's going on, because it goes a lot deeper than what you're seeing on media. Understand that. It's a big production. It's a big play being played out on a worldwide stage. Don't give your energy to it. Be aware of it. Non-reactive. A black squirrel is significant because I just had a brown squirrel. A fox squirrel just came out. So foxes are significant and fox squirrels or brown squirrels are significant. It just came up and they haven't been up by my windows really closely. So that's a sign and a key code for you as well. That also came up in the Tower card I pulled earlier. So hold steady through this delusion. Hold steady, hold your pillar of light, hold and anchor in, because that's why we're here. Hold steady through the disillusion and trust the process. Trust the process even when you can't see what's happening next. Remember, we're going back to the caterpillar. The caterpillar consciousness cannot comprehend the butterfly's existence. You are not meant to understand every step while you're still in the chrysalis, while you're still in the cocoon. Surrender to the transformation already occurring at the levels deeper than the thought, deeper than the mind and ego can even comprehend. When the brain shifts, you can do the impossible. It's part of the reprogramming process that we're going through right now. Okay? So this message is for somebody, and I really hope that it is going to reach you as it's supposed to in perfect timing, whether it's on this day, the next day, or many days in the future. I see you, I feel you, I am you. I am you, you are me, we are we. And from my heart to yours, beautiful collective, I will see you in the next one. Bye.